everybody out there, this is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another College Football 25 video. We got the Ultimate Team Deep Dive. It just dropped today. In this video, we're going to go over it. There's a lot of information, so I'm going to jump right on into it, and we will link this article down below in the comment section as a pinned comment if you do want to read through it for yourself. But we're going to go through kind of each section, give my thoughts, talk about what they said. It gives you a breakdown of what College Ultimate Team is. I know some of you are probably new here. I'm still going to let you read that one for yourself. The very quick answer is it's a way to build your dream team from your favorite college team, your favorite players, the best players in the game, whatever you want to do. The customization is absolutely crazy. And one of the main things that they started this article out with was the type of players we can expect. And this was kind of a big question that we had coming into this. We somewhat got those answers as some of the pre-order stuff came out, but there is going to be a combination of players who are currently in college playing football. We're going to have active players in the NFL. They use examples like Devontae Adams, CMC, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, Joe Burrow, and there's also going to be legends, and we do get a look at some of the legend artwork in the game as well. So a nice combination of three different types of players, right? Active NFL, legends, and then active college players. I really like it. Solo challenges, if you're an offline player, if you don't like to play online against other humans, this is where you're going to live a lot. There's one other game mode that's going to be beneficial for you as well, but we get solo challenges where you take your ultimate team into the game modes and you have to complete certain objectives within those solo challenges, and in return you get rewards. They're usually pretty basic, but also go hand in hand with field passes, which also give additional rewards, and they're pretty vital again to an offline player as far as building their team and making coins and things of that nature. I do like, and we'll find out when we get the game, but I do like that there's literally a paragraph dedicated that says coins, coins everywhere. It just talks about the various ways that you're going to be able to earn coins and what you're going to do with them, which is going to be going on the auction house and buying players or packs, which I'll never recommend. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because all year, if you're going to be playing Ultimate Team, I got you covered on the smartest ways to use your coins, the best players to pick up throughout the year to build your team. And one of the main things that I never want you to do, especially early on if you're not a money spender, is waste your coins on packs. It's always a general rule of thumb, in my opinion, when you're playing Ultimate Team, to save your coins and buy the players that you want rather than risking them on chance in packs, which normally isn't going to give you a good return. Now, of course, everybody wants to have fun and open up packs, but at the end of the day, in the long run, it's just simply never worth it. Now, when we saw the pre-order items, there were a couple things that stood out on the actual card art. One of them was like a scheme chemistry. We saw that Carson Beck had the Georgia logo, right, for his team chemistry, and he had Pro Style on there. And as we saw some of the other pre-order items, they had different options. Well, you can see here that there will be some type of scheme chemistry, and using those scheme chemistries or multiple of them on players on your team will provide additional boosts. So they have a screenshot here. You got Pro Style, Pistol, multiple offense, 4-3, and you don't have to just stick with one or have only one built on your lineup. You can go multiple here, but they should provide additional boost to your team if you go with those different chemistries or build your team around those different chemistries. This paragraph says scheme and team chemistries will play a role in building your team with 134 team chemistries, so that's going to represent every school, and then 19 total offensive and defensive scheme chemistries. College Football Ultimate Team offers depth and creativity, offering a lot of options to build your team. And you can see again another screenshot here of an example of what your team's going to get boosted if you're rocking the pistol offensive chemistry. You got play action, you got short throw accuracy, pass block power, +1 to carry if you get up to tier 4. And this is just kind of a look at what the lineup screen is going to look like. Pretty similar to Madden 24 and Madden 23. Some of the visuals look a little bit different there. The card art is definitely going to be different. You can see this is a roster full of, it looks like active college football players who have like the face scan art and not like actual pictures of them in game. Very curious to see as the year goes on if they'll be able to implement that type of stuff into the card art, or if we're going to see stuff like this throughout the entire year. Here's a look at all of the offensive and defensive schemes. You got multiple D, 4-2-5, 3-3-5, pistol option, multiple offense, air raid, pro style, spread option. You see it. There's going to be a bunch of different ways to play, and these chemistries are kind of going to have an impact on how that all works. One of the main taglines or selling points for College Football 25 has been 134 ways to play, because there's 134 teams in the game and 134 different home stadiums, and also 134 different playbooks. All of these playbooks are going to be an Ultimate Team. It's going to be really difficult to narrow down what playbook you want to use, and you might find yourself switching out schemes a lot. They did say that there was no playbook that was exactly similar as another out of those 134, which I think is really cool. Yes, you'll see a lot of formations and plays overlap, but when you compare playbook to playbook to playbook, you're never going to see one that is exactly the same pound for pound with the next one there. So that's good, and it's going to be very interesting early in the year, seeing what the meta is, looking for playbooks that work, seeing which ones become popular, which ones, are kind of low-key good, but nobody really realizes it, because 134 playbooks is a lot. Here's probably the one thing so far that I'm not a huge fan of. It is what it is. I'm not going to cry about it. You guys can let me know down below in the comment section how you feel about it. So we got team chemistry, similar to Madden Ultimate Team. You can build an Eagles theme team if you want, like I normally do. And I was very excited about the prospect, and I still am, but I think it takes away from it a little bit, of building, a Syracuse theme team, because I'm a Syracuse fan. I'm from Syracuse, and I just thought that would be a cool feature to do. Well, you can do that, but basically what they did, and I think this is the screenshot right here, they're basically giving all the core items, all 134 team chems, and they mentioned something towards the end of this paragraph about wanting to consider a player's team chemistry when building a roster, but all player items will have a default team chem from the school that they represent. However, with the transfer portal, and this is where I thought it could get cool, right? If a player has transferred from 2 or 3 schools, they would have access to those 2 or 3 chemistries. This says, with the transfer portal having a large impact on college football, we wanted to allow you to put your favorite players from all over the country on your team, meaning player items will have access to all 134 team chems, so you could build a crazy Ohio State Buckeye theme team full of Michigan players. And that's where I'm like, I don't really like that. But again, I'm not going to cry about it. I don't think it's a game breaker or anything like that. I'm just simply not a fan. And again, you can see this example here. You can put on this Junior Vander Ross dude. You can put any team chem that you desire on this. And I think that's going to make it real easy to build a full out 50-50 or 40-40 theme team. We don't know what the boosts are going to provide just yet, but it feels like it's going to be very easy to build a theme team with this being there, and that means that you're going to see, assuming this is a boost out there, but normally when you max out a theme team, if you're new here, you get +1 or +2 speed to all the players on that theme team. So it seems like it's going to be an easy way to boost up players with every single base card having access to all 134 team chems. Here's a look at the upgrade tab, which if you're playing Madden Ultimate Team, you're pretty familiar with at this point. Abilities are going to be in the game. There are no X Factors. We know X Factors got way out of hand in Madden 24, especially towards the back half of the year. I think abilities seem to be a lot more well-balanced when it comes to college football, and if you're playing regs, there's, I think, only 100 players in the entire country that are going to have abilities, and that'll probably change throughout the season based on IRL results. But, abilities are going to impact the game. Hopefully, they're not as powerful as they are in some situations in Madden Ultimate Team, or there's a legit counter. If you play Madden Ultimate Team, you hate knockouts at this point. There's really no true counter aside from doing a possession catch, and that still takes a little bit of skill and luck to countering a knockout ability. If there's a knockout ability or something that's as overpowered as a knockout ability is, there should be a counter on offense where it would make it more of a chess match, and not so much like, I got this ability, you don't, I'm going to succeed in these certain situations. So abilities are here. If you don't like them, I don't know what to tell you. I think they're here to stay. I don't really expect them to go anywhere anytime soon, but maybe just a lot of tuning could make them a lot easier for people to be cool with or be okay with in the game. You can see some images of what the back of the cards look like, or the back of the items in the screen that's going to show you all of the important attributes, the height, things like that. You can see on the back of this Joey Bosa, which is teasing a card right here, there. He's got a couple abilities. I don't know if these are just abilities he has access to or if they're abilities that are somewhat baked onto the game. Here's a look at a Michael Penix Jr. card, an 82 overall from one of the promos or programs that we're going to see in a moment. And it does look like ability points are still here, so you're not going to be able to put abilities on every single player at the start of the game. As the year goes on, abilities will probably get cheaper, and towards the back half of the game, things might get a little bit of craziness, but you can see what abilities look like in College Football 25 Ultimate Team. So programs are promos throughout the year that we're going to see that give us new cards, new players to put in your lineup, and some of the launch ones are going to be Ultimate Alumni, which I really like here. The paragraph says Ultimate Alumni are returning to their stomping grounds in Season 1. So we not only know that we're going to get field passes, but it looks like they're going to take the season route, which I'm okay with as long as the rewards are good. And here are some looks at the Ultimate Alumni cards that you can expect day one. You got Brock Bowers, Blake Corum, Cooper DeJean, Eagles legend. And yes, I know it's Cooper DeJean. We call him Cooper DeJean because he plays for Philly now. Michael Penix Jr., Jared Verse. I'm not going to scroll through all of the cards. Well, I am now. I'm already more than halfway there. So those are all of the cards that you can expect. Quinyon Mitchell, another Eagles legend. Love to see it there. Conference Stories of the Week. This kind of sounds like Team of the Week to me, which is cool. Again, me being from Syracuse and a Syracuse fan, I think if they have a big game and, Kyle McCord throws for 400 yards and he gets a Stories of the Week card, I'm going to be pretty hype about that. So it's good to see a similar type of Team of the Week promo be in College Football 25. Here is an example of a Jonathan Jefferson Stories of the Week card, and it does say leading up to the season, we will be highlighting incredible stories and the players who are part of them. So it looks like they're going to go in the past as well. In case you missed it, we'll bring you up to speed on the last decade of college football, whether it's the 2013 Miracle for Auburn, USC's perfect 2017 season, Bama's title redemption against Clemson. You'll get a chance to look back at these moments as well as look forward to College Kickoff. This program will feature those who had iconic moments that led their schools to victory and balled out. And there is that Joey Bosa card that we saw a little bit earlier in the blog. This is what I mentioned earlier with Legends. Here is the Legend artwork. And here is a Ray Lewis Legend card with the Miami uniform. I absolutely love it. This looks like be another launch program. I tweeted it out. If I get a McNabb Syracuse card or Marvin Harrison or Dwight Freeney, I'm going to go crazy. But I really like the look of the Legend cards. It looks like a throwback, like very vintage. And we could see some big names, some of our favorite names that we see in Ultimate Team, now get Legend cards for their college teams. Of course, it's going to kind of ruin a little bit of it if they got, Ray Lewis with all 134 team chems. But like I said, it is what it is. Live events. This is where you're going to see field passes for various programs throughout the year. It does mention field passes as well in a separate picture and paragraph, and we know that we're going to have a season 1 field pass that starts it out. We don't know all of the specific rewards just yet. I'm sure that's something that will be covered soon, whether it's from EA or in videos of mine, of course, once that content is in game. You got item sets where you can take a bunch of cards and put them into a set, and in return get something back, whether it's another player, a playbook, a vanity item like a uniform or a stadium. There'll be sets all throughout the game that you're going to be completing to make upgrades on your team throughout the year. Here's something I'm very excited about. They teased at it for the Madden drop when Madden was first announced with the cover reveal and all that. There is going to be solo seasons. So again, if you're an offline player, solo seasons, you'll be able to play a season format with your Ultimate Team against the computer. If you go 5-0 in your season, you'll get a bye for the playoffs, and you can get all the way to the championship. If you win the championship, you're going to get yourself some coins, but solo seasons are completely repeatable and offer greater rewards as you progress in each season. Ultimate Team also offers solo battles, so solo battles aren't going anywhere. Well, you'll be focused on accumulating a battle score for each win and earning rewards on that. So I don't know if the competitive pass is going to be in here. It didn't mention anything on it. Maybe we're going back to the old style of solo battles. but I think solo seasons is a huge home run for a lot of you that don't like to play online. Now, if you do like to play online, you're going to have your standard head-to-head seasons, it looks like, where you play through a season, make the playoffs, win championships. You're going to go up and down tiers for better rewards. It looks like squads will be out there as well, which is a W. And then Weekend League is kind of back, guys. So for all of you that missed it, this is also a very important paragraph. If you're looking for a new way to sweat, if you're really competitive like I am, College Football Ultimate Team has a brand new experience that we're calling the Gauntlet. Every Friday, enter the Gauntlet to take on the best the mode has to offer. Become a Gauntlet champion by achieving 10 wins, but take 2 losses, and your Gauntlet run for that week is over. I really like this because my big problem, even as a full-time content creator for the old school Weekend League, I never had time in a weekend to play 25 games. A lot of you got school, lives, wives, jobs. You got a lot of stuff going on to play 25 games in a weekend. This one is cool because you're basically playing, somewhere around 12 to 15 games. Well, I guess it would just be 12 games, right? I'm doing the math in my head real quick. Basically, your goal is you enter the Gauntlet and you either get to 10 wins, and if you get there before you take 2 losses, you're going to get some good prizes. If you get maybe 7 or 8 wins and then you get your second loss, I'm guessing there's going to be a different bracket for rewards, but it feels like it's going to be a nice little competitive thing that you can do through the weekend, but you literally don't have to shut down your entire life to be able to play through it, and I like that. And then it does say, how do you enter the Gauntlet each week? You can play champs during the week. So MUT champs, or in this case, I guess it's going to be cut champs, isn't going anywhere. You play that during the week to earn a Gauntlet entry token, or you can pay a coin entry. Not a fan of that, but it is what it is, I guess. In champs, you'll play a maximum of 20 games against others, but getting 16 wins in the current week's champ event will be all you need to enter the Gauntlet. That actually kind of sounds like a lot. Like, I don't think the common player is going to be able to win 16 of 20 games, so you're probably going to have to spend your coins to get into the Gauntlet if you want to play, or again, if you can't get in to 16 wins. Maybe they adjust that. I don't know. We'll see. It gives you the time frame on when all of this refreshes as well. 1:30 p.m. Eastern time is mentioned a couple times here, so I'm going to assume that's when content's going to refresh or update, similar to Madden 24 Ultimate Team. If the coin pay-in to get into Gauntlet isn't terrible, I guess I'm okay with it. It's either that or the rewards are going to have to be really, really good. And it looks like house rules will be in here. It says house rules will rotate in and out throughout the season. Be sure to check your live events tab. Below are the 2 house rule modes that you can play at launch. We have touchdown tango and we have overtime. College football overtime is everybody's favorite. So 2 house rules at launch. We got Gauntlet, champ, solo seasons, solo battles, head-to-head seasons, and solo challenges. A lot of different ways to play. Let's see if the rewards are good and which game modes provide the best ones. But I'm very, very interested and intrigued now at everything we learned today. Hopefully we get more information, but this is a lot of good stuff here. Let me know your level of excitement for College Football Ultimate Team. I'm pretty hyped now. I didn't update the whiteboard yet this morning, my bad on that, but we are 6 days away. I cannot wait. This is some good info. Thank you guys for watching the video. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.